Good morning. Welcome to David and Marilyn Qigong, coming to you live. Coming to you live from beautiful Gold River, California, my Zen Garden. Welcome all of you, wherever you are in the world. Blessings and love to all of you. This morning we're going to just do a really brief warm up, getting the Qi going for this beautiful day that is dawning. Let's start with just some gentle movement. This is called the arm swings. Hands up by the face, just taking some nice deep breaths. Opening up the cervical spine. So welcome again. Welcome to David and Marilyn Qigong. If you like this video, please subscribe and hit that subscribe button, that like button, and you'll be connected to all of David and Marilyn's Qigong videos coming to you from all over Northern California. We're going to be going to Lake Tahoe in spring, going to be taking some videos all around the Lake Tahoe area. Just bring the hands right about waist level. This opens up the lumbar spine. Taking some nice deep breaths. So this morning we're going to wake up the Qi. We're going to get things going. We're going to do some shaking. We're going to do a little bit of microcosmic orbit practice and maybe an introduction to allergies and sinus relief. We're in that season here in Northern California where everything's starting to bloom. Spring is just a matter of days away, and it's looking a lot like spring here in the Zen Garden. Waiting for my roses to start blooming. Let's bring the hands right about waist level, opening up the lumbar spine, taking some nice deep breaths. And let's go right into opening the body a little bit deeper. Just gentle knocking on the sides of the body. Remember, throughout your Qigong practice, we don't do anything that causes pain or discomfort. That's really important to keep in mind as you go through all of Marilyn and my Qigong videos here on YouTube. Qigong is about gradual flexibility gain over time. Breathing, deep breathing, gentle movement, gaining flexibility through gentle movement over time. That's really important. We don't want to see anybody get injured by taking a stretch too far. We do not subscribe to the tenet in a lot of exercise routines, no pain, no gain. We don't believe in that in Qigong. We believe in gradual increase in flexibility over time. Let's make a light fist and knock right below the collarbones. This opens up the lungs. The lungs, the commanders of Qi in Chinese medicine. We're getting our lungs revved up for this beautiful day, this practice. Taking some nice deep breaths. Let's bring the knocking back down. And now let's just swim in the energy, swimming in light. It's all around us, just taking some nice deep breaths. And then come to surrender hands. And let's do a brief check-in. Notice how your body is feeling today. Whenever you're viewing this video, whether it be on this live broadcast or sometime in the future, just check in. Notice how you're doing in the moment. Whether it be morning, noon, nighttime, maybe you've woken up and you're trying to get back to sleep and you're just watching YouTube. Thank you for tuning in to this replay of a live YouTube broadcast. All right, so just feeling centered. You can just bring that hand right down. If your mirroring meets your left hand, just right down the center line. Nice long exhale here, just feeling that energy. You can do it with the right hand now too. Just bringing the energy right into the belly. And then let's just take a couple of breaths here. reviewing one of the breathing techniques that we use in Qigong. This is called Dantian breathing, D-A-N-T-I-E-N. Dantian breathing, also known as belly breathing. Just nice deep breaths into the belly, letting there be a slight pause at the top of the inhale, a stillness. And then as you exhale, just allow the belly to collapse toward the spine, letting there be a nice long exhalation and a pause at the bottom of the exhale. Nice deep breaths here. Let's just do this, a couple more breaths. Nice deep inhale, like you're inflating the belly, like the belly is a balloon. And we have that slight pause, that stillness. We have a saying in Qigong, when the mind is still, the universe surrenders. It's like a Qigong cone, for those of you familiar with cones in Zen Buddhism. When the mind is still, the universe surrenders. Just another breath here, inhaling through the nose, pausing for that stillness, and then exhaling through the nose, pausing at the bottom of the exhale. Again, stillness. Noticing how you feel. Then we come to surrender hands. We use this hand position in my practice, palms facing forward. We have no weapon, we have no agenda. We are here for self-healing. We do Qigong to keep our bodies healthy and to help us heal from anything that's going on. Now that doesn't mean we don't go to our doctors. We are in this age of Western medicine embracing Eastern medicine. That combination, keeping the body healthy and then doing what we can when our bodies start to break down or we hurt ourselves or we get an illness. Eastern and Western medicine, that's the future, that combination, healthy. So just relax here, take another breath into surrender hands. And now let's do some shaking. We're going to wake everything up here, getting ready to do the microcosmic orbit practice, which is the main thrust of this very brief YouTube live broadcast. Shaking, bouncing into the heels, that's good for your bone density. If you have osteoporosis or osteopenia, this is good for bone density. It also stimulates your immune system by bringing that shock up through the heels, up through the body, letting the shaking come from the flexing of the legs at the knees, relaxing the upper body, taking some nice deep breaths. You could use that heart whisper sound to release any trapped negative energy. Ah, it's just like a deep sigh. Heart whisper sound is a great sound to release any negative energy. You don't have to be shaking to do it. You can do it throughout the exercises. Doing a Qigong exercise and you notice that my right calf is a little tight, you can just heart whisper, sending the energy down into that calf with intention, releasing it through that heart whisper. And now relax to surrender hands and notice how your body feels. So let's get the microcosmic orbit going. We're going to do an exercise called, it's a breathing exercise called priming the pump. Palms are up at the waist. This is our start position. We're going to do 4 or 5 of these priming the pump breaths before we get the energy moving in the microcosmic orbit. So we start by taking a nice deep inhale, inhale up, pause right about the level of the lowest rib, holding the breath, take another deep inhale, up, sipping, and then we come up to the top, making a light fist, tensing all the body, the muscles in your body here. Everything's tense. And then as we exhale, we're going to relax and we're going to shimmy side to side. You can even use that heart whisper sound here. At the bottom, you inhale up. Exhale, come down, centering the energy back to the start position. Palms up at the waist. Take a relaxed breath here. In between. And then we sip in. Sip in once. Sip in twice. Sip in a third time. Squeeze everything. Squeezing the pelvic floor, that helps bring the chi from the pelvic floor up into the tailbone, all the way up the spine. You may feel a little bit of tension in the crown of your head. That's what we want to do. And we exhale, shimmy side to side. Breath or two here as you exhale down. Bottom of the exhale, you inhale up. You're gathering the energy, and you exhale and you center it all the way down, palms up at the waist. Let's do one more of these, and then we're going to begin the microcosmic orbit exercise, which is also known as turning the wheel. Okay, last sipping breath. Sip in once, sip in twice, sip in a third time, squeeze. Really hold the breath here. Squeeze the body, hold the breath. And now exhale and then shimmy down side to side. At the bottom, we inhale up. And now instead of coming down, we're going to grasp. It's like we're grasping this invisible water wheel right about the head level. Nice deep inhale here. And then as we exhale, we bring that water wheel. It's like we're turning the wheel. And then we inhale, we squeeze the pelvic floor, bring the chi up the spine, using our imagination and using the hands to guide the chi. Keep the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth as you do this practice. Top of the inhale, exhale, tip of the tongue's on the roof of the mouth. That closes an energetic circuit breaker between the third eye and the throat center. The energy is moving up the spine with the inhale. And then as we exhale, it's moving down the front of the body. So let's just continue to do this for a while, and I'll explain a little bit about what's happening energetically with this turning the wheel, turning the microcosmic orbit, rotating our life force, our chi, through the microcosmic orbit. So this works with the pathway of energy of golden light, life force, that tingle that you feel, up the spine. And then exhale down the front of the body. What this does is it fills in all of these meridians. The meridians are like tributary rivers. And the great river is the pathway up the spine and the pathway down the front of the body. What in Chinese medicine, the spine, we call it the Du meridian. Up the spine, and then exhaling down the front, the Ren meridian. So these pathways of energy, they're channels. And they feed all the energy pathways for all of the organs in the body, and additionally feed the energy pathways for what we call our three treasures. The spirit, the energy of Shen in the brain, the energy of our emotions, what I call in my practice the lotus heart jewel. That energy is simply called Qi. And then the energy of our physical body itself, which is called Jing, J-I-N-G, the energy of the body, creative. So we're just circulating through the microcosmic orbit, feeding the three treasures pathways, feeding the meridians for all of the internal organs. Just flow with this. So when would you want to do this? If you feel like you may be getting sick, you just don't feel right, feel a little off, you'd want to do this for 5 minutes at a time, several times a day until you start feeling better. This stimulates our inner healer. Let's do 2 more of these. So we're inhaling, pulling the chi up, we're squeezing. It's like you're doing a Kegel, that Squeezing of the pelvic floor as you come up. Exhale, everything relaxes, your knees soften. The energy flows down the front of the body. Last one. Inhale as you pull up. Squeeze, and then exhale as you relax. And as you come down, it's like you release this imaginary wheel and you come to surrender hands. And notice the flow of the energy. It's still moving in that microcosmic orbit. It's helpful throughout the day if you could just imagine that flow of energy up the spine and down the front of the body. It will re-engage the conscious mind with the subconscious flow of the chi and will help you. It may not completely ward off whatever bug you've got, but it will certainly help, and it will make your recovery quicker. So just another breath here, noticing the energy, noticing how you feel after doing that practice. So let's center the energy. And we center the energy, if you're mirroring me, you could bring your left hand right below your abdomen. Right hand is out in front of you. We're going to inhale up. And then as we come down, we exhale, we bring the chi right down into the belly, palm to palm, we condense it, turn the palm over, and then we come out with that other hand. Inhale, gather the energy, exhale, and center it. So we want to center this energy. This is energy that is in our Wei Qi field. The Wei Qi field is this protective bubble of golden light that is around us. So we want to take that energy and we want to add it to the energy that is already present in our bodies. So we condense it. It's like anytime we condense anything, it makes it stronger. Inhaling, exhaling as you center and condense. Last one. Inhale up, exhale down, condense. And now let's bring the palms over the belly, bring our feet together, and let's just do gentle circles either way, just centering the chi, centering and sealing. The energy will last for approximately 12 hours. So if you have a to-do list, now's the time to get it out and get ready to go, because you're going to have a lot of energy for the rest of this day. Then we pause the circles, we switch the hand position, and we go the other direction, sealing in the chi. Another couple circles, feel that aliveness, that fire in you. And then relax. Let's bring our hands to prayer position at the lotus heart jewel, what the ancients called the heart mind. In my practice, I call this the lotus heart jewel. It's our love light. Bowing our heads, quiet, patient, trust, and most especially love. Blessings and love to all of you. Blessings and love. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining David and Marilyn Qigong for this brief live practice. If you're watching this in a after the live as a recording, don't forget to hit subscribe and hit like. Thank you again. We'll see you soon. Blessings and love.